Why River State Indigenes hate Igbos. Anayo Nwosu revealed. Mazi Kiwe left Nnewi in 1927 with his maternal uncle to Port Harcourt to learn carpentry. He served his master for 7 good years before he was settled. He freed to start his own workshop. Igwe Ocha was renamed Port Harcourt by the colonial government. It was the main port for export of slaves and palm produce. Many warriors in hinterland had their human barns or warehouses at Igwe Ocha where they would keep human beings kidnapped from their towns in the mainland and gradually be selling them into slavery to the Europeans. The big slave merchants had empowered buying agents who had gangs of strong men moving around the towns to kidnap able-bodied men and women for onward movement to Iguacha for sales. Some unfortunate slavery victims were beaten to submission, while many died as they resisted being captured. Relatives were known to have conspired to sell their fellow siblings into slavery in order to inherit the victims, wives or land, or out of sheer jealousy or envy. On that fateful evening, Mazi Kiwe greeted Pa Douglas Lukman as usual and steadied his attention on his chisel as he worked on chairs he must deliver to a client the next day. His customer was a temperamental type who had paid upfront for the furniture delivery. "Pa Douglas, I am so busy as you can see and cannot plead drought now. I have an urgent delivery of a pair of chairs to make tomorrow morning," Kiwe told his older friend. But Douglas didn't come to play drought that evening. He had found Kiwe very trustworthy enough to tell him his well-guarded secret. He left to return the next day. "Kiwe, my son," but Douglas began, "I have observed you for some years now and have come to trust you." Kiwe was confused as he had never seen his old friend in such a sober mood. "I could tell from your accent that you are from Otolo, Nnewi." Kiwe was shocked by such allusion as they had never discussed his village before this time. Kiwe was particularly surprised because everybody in the yard knew that Pa Douglas hated Igbo people. Pa Douglas openly would rain invective on Igbo race on slightest provocation, hence making most Igbo co-tenants to avoid him. "I know you are shocked by my statement. Don't be, because my mother was from Otolo and I can tell all the dialects in Nnewi," he continued. "Who are you, Pa Douglas?" Kiwe charged. "I will never listen to you until you reveal your real identity. Perhaps you are Okara Mado, Okara Muo, or superhuman. Is Dim Ohachie still alive?" Kiwe's skin instantly grew goose pimples. Every new youth was rattled upon hearing that name. The hearing of that name, Dim Ochachi, could make a sleeping man wake up and scale a fence for safety. "Dim Ohachi was my uncle. He sold me into slavery. I'm from Okpuno, Nnewichi, Nnewi," Pa Douglas said and started crying. "Why didn't you go back when slavery was abolished by the colonial government?" "You can go back now," Kiwe advised. "I can never go back to Nnewi. He will kill me if he hears that I return. Not after acquiring my father's land, palm trees, and breadfruits." Beside Dim Ohachi was Onyemo na Afo Uzo, or a living evil spirit who has turned grasses and roots into his messengers. How else can I explain the method he used to capture me and sold me into slavery? I can vividly recall that he sent for me and I arrived at his house, but what happened thereafter and how I ended up at Igwe Ocha, I could not remember to date. I was not the only one he sold from our village. After the ban on slavery and our eventual freedom, some settled in Ikwere while I decided to live in Okereka. My real name is Anaka and my dead father's name is Nwakeke. I had to change my name to Douglas Lookman to break away from my past. So, my son, you can see why many of us were betrayed and sold by our relations from our various Igbo town hates you and the children of our wicked relations. Thank you for listening to this news. You see, my viewers, let me tell you something. It's always like that. You see, some persons truly were not born in a particular state or in a particular region. Some persons became naturalized in a particular region due to migration. Do you understand? Due to migration, either through positive or negative migration. You can see that in this case, these people, this particular person or this particular people gain naturalization through uh, uh, through negative means, whereby they were and when they were sold out as a slave to that particular state or region. That is to let you know that even those people in River State today that you see to be Igbos, most of them are Igbos through migration that may be positive or negative. And that is why till today the people of Port Harcourt are mostly recognized as Indigo because of the level of migration was much in Port Harcourt than some other states in the southeast. People that migrated to rivers were much, and those people that migrated to rivers are mostly Igbos. So they migrated, they naturalized, and they ended up living and staying, growing up, and becoming what they are in River State. So, what do you recognize, or what do you see such people to be in River State? So that's why till today, the people of Rivers, most of them still claim to become what? Igbos. But then the difference is still there. They will definitely hate themselves because they know that this particular person truly is not a brought up son or daughter of the state. He came into the state either through slavery, migration, or positive migration. You understand? So I want to use this medium to say that there should be nothing like hate for anybody living in a particular state. There should be nothing like hate for any tribe. In any state we find ourselves, be it Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, let us embrace oneness. And that is one thing that Biafran is trying to promote. irrespective of your language, irrespective of your tribe. That oneness, that unity is what should be recognized. And that is why today they say Nigerian is rich in culture and language. But one thing that destroyed this country is corruption. So, my viewers, this is the little I can leave behind. I don't know what's your own comment concerning this. Don't forget to leave them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.